Go. Hello everyone. So this has been a long time coming. It's actually been about 6 months since I put it out there that I'll do a little Q&A with myself and Faye. Hello.
Hello.
And if you don't know who I am Owen, and I create content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube, which I'm starting to create a little bit more content of. So to get the ball rolling and interact more with you guys, I thought, as I say, I'll do a Q&A alongside Faye. Some of you have put some questions to us, and we're going to run through them on the laptop and answer whatever you have asked us. So, ready to get started?
I'm ready.
I'm out of breath already. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I've literally walked from the camera to
Breathe.
here. I know. The first question is from Jessica Aldred Looper, and she asks, what is your and Faye's go-to binge watch show?
I mean, do you want to say what we're watching at the moment?
What we? No, you can say if you want. And by the way, everybody, this is Faye, my
Hi.
wife.
Hello. So yeah, at the moment, I have managed to get Owen into Married at First Sight Australia. Normally, he doesn't watch these things, and occasionally he'll kind of like get into a program because it's on when he's in the room. But yeah, he's hooked as well as I am. So yeah, that's our one at the moment.
Yeah, Married at First Sight.
And we're even streaming it so that we don't have to wait for things to come on TV.
It's actually gripping. Isn't it? We've watched it all now. Well, we've got one more to go.
Yeah, one more episode.
But we know what the situation is.
Yeah, kind of.
But yeah, gripping reality TV. I mean,
What's our usual one when that's not on?
I mean,
Well, there isn't one really that we would binge watch.
Made in Chelsea is probably one which we just chuck on.
Yeah, but it's not really a binge. I would binge on it.
Or we like stuff like Royal Family TV kind of sitcoms, don't we?
Yeah,
really?
the old comedies.
Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah, just all those old ones, 90s, early noughties.
Yeah, so that's probably our binge. Currently Married at First Sight. Sweet. Cheers, Faye. Right. Next question is from Faith Campbell. Where did you and Faye meet? So we met in our hometown of Leighton Buzzard in England, and it was on a night out. We've got friends who kind of all know each other anyway, but when we were, 18? 19, 18? Must have been about 18.
No,
Must have been.
20. We were 20.
When we actually first met.
Oh, maybe 19 when we first met. Yeah.
But we met on a night out.
When we were 20.
When we were 20, and it was in a nightclub, a dingy nightclub. We were both absolutely hammered, drunk. And you can actually remember what I looked like the following day.
No, so back in the day, I never used to wear contact lenses, and I was too vain to wear my glasses on a night out. So I couldn't always see people. And obviously I'd had a drink, so the next day I kind of woke up and I was like, I can't remember what he looked like. I couldn't remember if I fancied you or not. And then I went off to uni the next day.
I mean, how could you not fancy it?
Well, yeah.
My charming personality.
You didn't have the hair and beard, though.
Didn't have the hair and beard. So yeah, we met in a dingy nightclub, but it's called Shades, and it's a lot of...
Doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist, but it's a lot of good memories for a lot of people, isn't it? So yeah, Shades, dingy nightclub. Next question from Chrissy Stevenson. Do you make an adequate living from social media? No, not at the moment. Not adequate. So, I mean, we put in a lot of work, but like anything, I don't think a lot of people really appreciate that social media is a business. It is graft. So it can take a long time, like any business, to actually get up and running. You know, what businesses, was it 90% of businesses fail within the first 2 years or something?
Year, I think, and then there's a 5-year stat as well.
Yeah. So social media, I personally absolutely love, because it allows us to grow at our own pace alongside like the day job that I've still got. Use a year
Well,
ago.
we've got our social media.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We set up
marketing business as well, haven't we?
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So you started the ball rolling with that.
Yeah.
12 months ago.
Yeah, just over a year ago. So that's doing marketing for businesses on their social media rather than on our own blogs or vlogs.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of now doing that with me,
Yeah.
aren't you, alongside your job? Oh yeah, we're building that up, aren't we?
Yeah. So adequate income, not yet. It can and does, and we do make an income from it, but not adequate enough to live the life that we want to be living right now. Very careful what I say, as I still have a day job. But we'll get there. I have absolutely no doubt we'll get there. Right, next question is from Amanda Kerrison. What does your surname mean or originate from? Do you know, I don't actually know what Jane's...
Don't look at me, I just inherited
What
your
about
name.
Dumbarton?
It's a Scottish town, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but do you know what it means? Or is it just a location?
No, it's just a location.
So I'm very sorry, Amanda, we have no idea.
Must Google that
Yeah,
one.
Google our surnames later. Do you hear my ankle click?
Yeah, was that your ankle?
Yeah, our bones click like a blooming...
Yeah, mine's terrible.
Like a fireplace. Cindy Lacrone Rosenthal, what do you say to people when they ask you about your look?
Usually when you get a compliment about your beard, you go, thanks, I grew it myself.
Sweet. It's
Yeah.
my go-to.
Yeah, but I don't know, when they ask you about your look.
Yeah.
People don't really ask you, they more compliment you, don't they?
What the hell do you look like that?
But then if they do, you say your hair is from your mum.
Yeah. So I've got my mum's hair, bless her. And again, to be honest, when people do ask me, I tell them like I used to be short back and sides, clean shaven.
And sometimes I'll get a wedding photo out, won't I? I'll be like, this is what Owen used to look like.
Yeah, and I had that look for like 30 years, and I just wasn't happy. It wasn't me, and I thought, you know what? As soon as we got married, I was like, bosh, and I just grew it. Not because we just got married.
It's just coincidence, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's. I felt like being me. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much for your question, Cindy. We have got Kareen Azara. When are you guys going to bring a mini Viking to your lives?
Next.
No. So look, we're very happy for people who are happy to have kids, and we've got nothing against kids and parents. But honestly, like we've just really
not
got
our life choice, is it?
I've got no interest in kids whatsoever for us personally.
We want dogs.
Yeah,
We're so breedy for dogs.
Give me dogs. I mean, cat. I'd love a cat, but Faye's allergic to the fur.
I just can't stand them either. Don't do cats.
Fish. Animals. We're much more animal people. I could go deeper on it, but we're not got time to go why. I don't. So unfortunately, it's not unfortunate. No, it's not unfortunate. We're just not going to have kids. It's a real kind of personal question that I feel like sometimes people ask, because some people, and I'm not saying this to you personally, so don't take this as a pop at you personally. But like we'd be fine to have kids. I'm sure. Maybe we wouldn't. I don't know. But some people can't, and then people ask that question. And it's like...
They don't know that, like, obviously we're 41 now, we could have been struggling for years.
Yeah.
Obviously we haven't, but we could have been, so yeah.
But we just don't want them. But thank you very much for your question. Just had a woodpecker come and land on my seeds. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woody. Or wouldn't he? Who knows? Right. Jennifer Clancy. That's a nice name to say.
That is a nice name.
Jennifer Clancy. How long did it take you to grow your hair and beard? I think she's asking you. Do you have a daily hair and beard struggles and sometimes, or do you have, daily hair and beard struggles and sometimes wish to cut it off? No. So, how long did it take to grow my hair? I mean, it's kind of plateaued at the length it is now. And I'd say it probably took about 7 years to get this length, maybe.
Yeah.
And my beard, difficult to answer because I've trimmed it to keep it tidy and stuff, but probably about 4 or 5 years. Do you have a daily hair and beard struggles? and wish to cut it off. I think you sometimes wish to cut. No, you don't. You support my hair.
you don't have that many problems. Only when you tie it up, sometimes you have like bad hair issues because you'll have like bumps and things.
Yeah. So it's So when you tie my hair, like curly hair people, you'll get this. Like if you use like a tight scrunchie, you won't understand so much because you've got like
I've got no hair.
You've got like thin straight hair.
Yes. So limp, thin, horrible hair.
A lack of.
I'm getting hair extensions next month.
But yeah, so when I put my hair up in a ponytail or bun or whatever, the curls can sometimes like stick up, and it looks like I've got like a hanging hook on top of my head. That's probably the only struggle. To be honest, like my hair and having a beard is so much more easier for me than when I used to be clean shaven and had short hair, because I'd always have to go and get my hair cut every like couple of weeks, whereas now I just don't bother. And then shaving, I'd shave once. Well, I wouldn't even. It would just keep on top of like a, what would you call it? A 5 o'clock shadow. Is like a stubble, isn't it? That kind of look when I was younger.
I can't remember. You always had stubble, didn't you?
Yeah, and I used to have to keep on top of that pretty much every other day as well. So as I am now, it's so much more easier. So I don't have any struggles, and I absolutely do not wish to ever cut it off at the moment, and I don't think I ever will, because I quite like looking.
I've never heard you say you want to cut
Ever?
it out.
No, never moaned about it. I quite like looking like a wizard. Marie Helen, what do you do with your hair when you sleep? Just chuck it up in a bun. Don't know. What do you do with your hair?
Nothing. It's never in the way.
No, it's not in the way of you, it's in the way of me.
Yeah, sometimes I'll flick it over my shoulder and it smacks you in the face.
Slaps me right in the mush. Start eating a hairball. Yeah, just chuck it in a bun. That's how I go to sleep. Cheryl M. Russell, have you had your DNA done? Do you really have a wee tiny bit of Viking in you? No idea. I haven't had any DNA testing done. I think like, I've got quite a Celtic look. I think like Irish side.
Yeah, you've got Irish in you.
Yeah, so mum's side of the family. Well, mum was adopted, so we don't know too much about her side of the family. But she was Ireland. Her family's originated from Ireland, Cork, I believe it is, County Cork, and there's known to be lots of Viking settlements over, or there were like back in the day, over there. So who knows? Yeah, Scandinavian, Celtic, but also, as you can tell by my voice, very English. So I don't know. I'd like to try it out though. Yeah, be interesting to find out. You haven't done DNA test or anything, have you? Just an English.
Just English.
Just an English rose.
Yeah, well, I don't know about the rose.
A brown English rose, like a thorn.
Yeah, I'm a thorn. You're my thorn.
Whoa! You never touch that when I've got coffee on there. Never spill a coffee.
You spill coffee all the time.
No, I know.
Carpet's covered in. Oh,
no, don't say that. It's not.
You're always.
What am I doing? I hoover every day, pretty much.
Yeah, but like when you spill, you're always having to sponge it off the carpet.
Yeah. Right. So we've got another one here. This is from Kay Woods. When are you visiting Southern California so I can meet the man that looks like my brother and his beautiful wife too?
Oh, thank you.
Interested in meeting American Indians? My husband and sons are tribal members of the, and I hope I say this right, La Jolla Band of Lazueno Indian Reservation. Oh wow, cool. Do you know what? Native, American Indians, should I say, as you say. They fascinate me, the way they think. Very nature.
Probably right up your street, isn't it?
Really up my street. So that would be amazing. Southern California is very specific, but I'd be more than happy to come to the US, and I'd love to tour the US.
Yeah. The food would be probably what I would come for.
I just want to see it all. It's so different. States like are massive, aren't they, compared to here? So yeah. So I don't know when we're going to come, but yeah, I mean we'd love to. Who knows if we can get social media absolutely booming.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I don't know what that is. And then we can do the States. But yeah, we'll come very soon. Right. Let me go on to the next page now. Oh, next page. Thank you everybody for dropping some questions to us. Leah, Nina's Lee, Scalehorn. Have you ever found anything weird stuck in your beard? Many things, I'd say.
It's usually rice.
Right, rice, yeah.
Popcorn crumbs.
Oh, popcorn. So right, okay. So first of all, the rice situation. I'll be eating rice and it'll just flick off my fork or spoon, and
because it's sticky, it just like nestles, doesn't it?
and I won't realise.
No.
And then all of a sudden, like Faye will just like we'll have a conversation, and her eyes go straight down. I'm like, oh, bloody hell.
And I can see it moving as he's like talking or eating. I can see it flapping about.
So food, rice, and popcorn. So we went to see a film a couple of years ago, was it?
Yeah.
And this was really cool. This was like it was The Northman, and it was an invite because of the Viking theme to go and see a premiere in London. It was an amazing experience, wasn't it? It was incredible. There's lots of people there. And then when the film finished, well, first of all, you have your popcorn, you have your drinks. So we had that whilst watching the film. And then when it finished, I said to Faye, have I got anything in my beard? Because I know I sometimes get things in my beard. Faye's like, what did you say to me?
I glanced. I was like, no, you're fine. Because I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
At a glance.
Yeah. and then we went out into the main entrance hall area, and we saw a couple of friends that we were with. And my mate, he goes, Owen, he said, your beard's covered in popcorn. I was like, for fuck's sake.
I couldn't see anything in the light. I couldn't see anything. You'd think like cinemas, they're quite dark.
Yeah, but how many people would have walked past and...
They wouldn't have, if I didn't notice that.
Cool said, "All looked at me, do you know?"
But they wouldn't have noticed your beard. He was like up close to you.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was covered. Honestly, it was absolutely covered. So yeah, food mostly. Anything else?
No, I don't think anything weird.
No, just like leaves and feathers. I'm outside, I don't know. No.
You gather up pollen sometimes when we're out.
I do gather pollen. Yeah. It's probably about it. Food and
pollen.
Thanks for the question. Rosanier Lima, oi oi. Not so much a question, more of a recognition. Oi oi. Peggy Reed, do you put product on your hair to define the curls? You don't really, do you? Because you don't...
Shut up! He's always taking the mick out of my flat hair.
Oh, it's not flat, Faye.
He looks at me and he looks at my head and he goes, where's your hair gone? He's like looking up.
See, this is what creates a good, strong marriage. Just take the piss out of each other.
Yeah.
And then you're numb to everything else in life. So.
I'm glad I left the popcorn in your beard now.
Oh dear. But yeah, so I do use products. I use normal shampoo, conditioners, and then like gels and creams is which I tend to use. Leanne Fairgrieve, you haven't put a question. You just put main. Oh, you put main maintenance. And you said earlier, didn't you? Because you shared a picture as well. Literally got the same hair as me. Stunning, I would say.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Lovely hair. So yeah. But main maintenance, I typically wash my hair, shampoo and condition once every fortnight. When it's wet, I'll still apply a product into my hair and then typically just leave it to air dry. And then every single day, I'll dampen it in the shower, scrunch it, and then again, I'll apply a gel if it feels like my hair's got a lot of moisture in it anyway. Or if my hair's feeling a little bit drier, I'll apply a styling cream to give it more moisture. And then I'll scrunch that in and again leave to air dry. And I'll do that every single day in the morning, after my shower, up until my next hair wash. So I hope that's helped. Karen Hutchinson, explain a bad hair day for us, please.
You don't really have them.
No, do you have bad hair days, Faye?
Yeah, every day. Anyone who's watching who doesn't have thick curly hair will know exactly how I feel. And you put a ponytail up or a bun and it's just like a little rat's tail.
So I've just got a bit of coffee in my moustache there. I felt it drip on my bottom lip. Yeah. Sorry, it's not all about me. Do you want to talk about your rat's tail?
No.
I'm so envious of your gorgeous locks. What care do you give them? Such glorious curl and sheen. You sparkle in the light. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all right.
Why don't you tell me I sparkle in the light?
Sparkle in the light.
Please share your techniques. That's from Christine Harnish. Well, Christine, I do tend to sparkle in the light. But as I say, my hair routine is very easy. I've explained it like in the... Whoa!
That wasn't me. I haven't not touched you.
It's the universe because I'm getting a bit cocky. But yeah, my hair care routine is very, very simple. Does your beard curl like your hair? You think it would be incredible. It doesn't. It's a completely different texture. It's just thick. A thick beard. Can you tell us about Viking culture and if and when it wound down? Your DNA results indicate a strong Viking heritage, yet I have no idea where to start your research. Thank you, sir. That's from Anderson Cower. I'm going to really disappoint you, Anderson, and probably a few more people, but my Viking culture knowledge is very, very small.
So you're not going to try and teach people about it?
No, I'm not going to teach people about it. I try and make it obvious, like when I do my posts and things, that I'll wear the clothing purely because people have said in the past that I look like a Viking, and that's kind of how it all kicked off, and I started doing what I do. It is interesting, and yeah, I'd love to know more about it, but I don't have enough knowledge to actually share to people because somebody else who does have knowledge could come back and absolutely wipe the floor with me. So I just enjoy the fantasy kind of look. And so do you, don't you? When I wear the mascara.
Oh, yeah, you look fit with the mascara,
Look
the
fit.
eyeliner on. Yeah.
Yeah. Do I sparkle?
No.
Okay. Still don't sparkle.
No.
This is one. So this is a very common ginger person question we receive. Do you want to read that one out?
Does the collar match the cuffs?
And that's from Anne-Marie Holland. And you find that quite entertaining, don't you?
I've not heard. I've heard curtains and carpet, but not
Yeah.
collar and cuffs before. So.
Would you want to answer for them?
No.
You don't want to answer for them?
Do you need to answer that? Or do we leave people
I'm
wondering?
going to leave people hanging on that one. Yeah. I'm going to leave you hanging with that. I mean, fucking hell, what do you think? Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not going to answer that. We'll leave it there. Okay, so this is from Sam, me, or my. Would you rather... I hate when I say that. I don't say the TH. Would you rather... So would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Explain your reasoning. So would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Me? I would rather fight 100 duck-sized horses because I'm tall and I've got long legs and I'm good at kicking. So I feel like I could just kick them out of the way.
Yeah.
They're too little. Whereas if something's big and like bigger than me, then no, I would feel...
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
You are lethal with your kicking.
Yeah.
Not that she abuses me in any way whatsoever. She's got a good kick, and I'd agree because when I was growing up, we used to have ducks, and their beaks, they will nuzzle.
If you've got a good pair of boots on, you can just kick them out.
Yeah, the
of
little
way.
ones,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
A giant duck, no chance. No,
They could like
peck
eat you.
you
Yeah.
like a bit of bread.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's more chicken, wasn't it?
and they still do that. And then when they go in like the mud, like wet mud, they'll go. Sorry, so we're reasoning, I guess. They'll go like with their beak. So you don't want them doing that to you on the on the floor.
No.
You die.
No. Okay, let's move on.
This is lovely. This is now gets really random. This is from Martin Baker. Great question, Martin. Real deep and philosophical. What's your view on snail abuse? I have actually eaten a snail.
You have, haven't you?
Yeah.
With garlic.
What's it called?
Escargot.
Escargot I've eaten. Look, snail abuse, nothing should be abused. But I will eat a lot of things, and snail I'm happy to eat and I'm grateful for. So it's not abuse because it was dead and I ate it.
But you wouldn't order it again, you said. You were like...
Well, there's nothing to it. It's like
Yeah.
mostly garlic.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your views on snail
I
abuse?
didn't know that they were abused.
Oh, I'm sure they are. But okay. Hi, I just wanted to say thank you for the sweet discount for the beard struggle. And this is not, I did not know this was coming up. It's not a pitch. Not for your beard. You got rid of that. Anyway, I ordered my partner one of those brushes and got some money off. Thanks to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Genuinely, I appreciate that. Like, anyone's support when...
Yeah, whenever you see a
promote
little sale come through, it's like, yay,
Yeah.
little dance.
We try the same for like little local businesses and stuff, don't we, as well,
Yeah.
and people online.
Because it means more when you buy like from a person, whereas if you buy from like Amazon or something, like
Yeah.
no one cares. Whereas if you bought from a little business, it's nice.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. and that's Sarah Redden who asked that. Selene Alfred, is your father or mother redheads? Mum was, was because she's got white hair now. But yeah, literally the same hair as me. And my dad was like a mousy brown. But my granddad, his dad, was ginger.
So he was like yours?
I don't know if it was the same colour,
Oh, okay.
because it's black and white photos and stuff.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But yeah, so there is a lot of ginger.
Your dad grew his hair long as well when he was younger, didn't he?
He did actually, yeah. He had
Thinner hair.
thin hair. Actually, he had hair similar. And so, final question is from Joke Lanting. How does social media affect your lives, marriage, and in what way do you guys deal with it?
Oh, good question.
Good question.
How does it affect our lives? To be honest, like as I've said to you before, it's an addiction. Like I am addicted to my phone, and it was only a few weeks ago I turned my phone off for a whole day. I went to like a retreat, and it changed my whole weekend. Like not being on my phone, not checking social media, not checking notifications. So yeah, in that sense, it's an addiction. So it does take over things. And I think when we're out and about, it does. As much as we enjoy doing it, it does also get in the way of what we're doing, because it's like, oh, I've got to get some content here, and I've got to get that shot, and rather than like being present.
Yeah, I get
That's
that.
what I would say.
It's difficult for us because we're both, obviously, as Faye mentioned earlier, we've got the social media management business now as well. But on top of that, we've got our own personal content creation where we work with businesses and brands. And then we've got our own social media, just enjoyment, if you like, as well. So there's so many aspects of our life which involve social media. It pretty much consumes us. But we do try to limit it where we can, but it's not.
We try, but
not very effective. We're quite bad at it, aren't we?
We are.
On our table, like dining table and things like that, we'll have our phones. So it can take a lot out of our lives, but again, right now I'd say it has to, because
because if we're wanting to build an income and a business around it, then
it has to.
You
You
can't build a business without doing what you need to do for it. So yeah, and
in what way do you guys deal with it? So I think we've kind of answered that. How does it affect our lives and marriage? Doesn't
affect the marriage, I don't think.
Marriage wise, honestly, I feel so lucky, don't you, that we're very chilled. Like, we know what each other have got to do. So we don't, like, sometimes if I need to go in and do some editing, I'll say to Val, I'm going to go into the office and do some editing on a video, hope you don't mind. Just, I want to be there for her, but also Faye's so cool that she respects that I need to go and edit videos and vice versa. So sometimes we know we're not going to get to speak to each other a lot during the day.
Well, that's more of an evening, isn't it, when we've finished work?
But even when we're working, we can have backs to each other, you know. But we know we're always there for each other, so it's no issue, and we get on so well. Anyway, we do irritate each other, but I think that's natural.
We're literally together 24/7, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because we're both home-based. So if it didn't work, then we probably wouldn't still be married.
No, just cool, man. Just get over stuff, don't you? Like, we'll niggle, but get over stuff. But social media doesn't affect us in any way. It's a positive. We do things together. We can go to places and experience places together, go for meals, stay at what hotels we've stayed at, travel.
It's brought so much that has changed our life for the better, hasn't
100%,
it? It's made our life more interesting. So, like everything, there's a good and a bad side to things, and for us, the good does outweigh the bad, doesn't it? Yeah,
and it's cool, like, connecting with you guys as well. I mean, most of you prefer Faye anyway, don't
they don't really.
But yeah, it's, like you guys, we like it because we get to connect with you guys as well, and you'll ask us questions like this, and we'll engage in conversations online. Even like, and it's totally not asked for, but it's massively, it's very, very cool. Like little presents and that, like little shout out Steph for the bars. It's,
Been sent loads of stuff, haven't we?
So there's so many positives. It doesn't affect us. It affects us in a negative way of there's a lot of it and we consume it a lot. So time, but it's so many positives for us as well. So it's really cool. End it there?
Yeah.
Cool. So thank you very much, everybody, once again. If you asked a question, I hope you enjoyed our conversation, and maybe we'll do some more. So
yeah, maybe put more questions on this post, and then we can do the next one.
yeah, okay, that's a good shout. It's a good shout. Yeah, so yeah, well, yeah, because all right, fine, great shout. I'll start thinking, cogs are going. But yeah, so any other questions you've got, and then we'll do these. Try and do them more
Yeah.
often, because it's nice to speak to people as well in a kind of indirect way. And yeah, if you have enjoyed this, please, if you would like to subscribe, like the video also, but also subscribe, because it helps grow the channel, which then helps increase more of what we can do and more of what we can share with you all as well. It'd be really appreciated. But until next time, I hope you have a lovely day. See you later.
Bye.